I married my first love. To be sincere, that was my first love. With the Lord, everything is possible. Bernard was born at first. That was my first love.
Wife.
More Hills, in a place called Katekakai. Katekakai was a guitarist. I knew to play guitar in Rwamboni. That's where I did my Form 4s. It was called police force, not a service. No, arguably no. It was all about God. It was a journey that God had prepared for me. Yes, it's true. During our training, we lost 4 officers. It was called KK. We're gonna die. All of a sudden, it collapsed. This girl who was selling ice creams, and it was like these girls look cool and beautiful, and it was rolling down. That recruit has died. So of course,
who is going to die?
Yes, Jackson Koleo was the Minister for Internal Affairs of the country by that time. We awarded.
Hi guys, welcome to Beautiful Crowns, your number one and only channel that will be bringing you beautiful stories and positive vibes concerning the uniformed officers and the public. I'm your born again girl, Timbe Nora, born and bred to glorify God, and today I'm here kama kawaida with another exciting, amazing, beautiful episode for you. Thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. We are on road to 2,000 subscribers. Kindly confirm if you subscribed. Angalia pale chini. If the subscribe button is red or maroon, it means you haven't subscribed to our channel. So subscribe. I give you a 3, a 2, a 1. Subscribe. After subscribing, make sure that you put on the notification bell so that whenever we upload a new video, you are updated in good time. Guys, I told you I will be bringing you banger after banger, amazing guests. So today I have an amazing man of God. He's a uniformed officer. We are going to take you through his journey in life, his journey as a soldier, his journey as a man of God, his journey from the transformation of just being a kawaida man to serving God. So without much ado, kindly karibu.
Oh, thank you, Nora. I'm pleased and happy to come to your interview today and tell the world actually how it means to be transformed by the Lord Jesus. It is fun. It is satisfying. I'm living the life of my dream just because I have met Jesus. It is fun. And guys, I tell you, with the Lord, everything is possible. And I welcome you to be part of this journey. Thank you.
Okay, maybe we just go through. Tuambie majina yako, wewe ni nani, ulizaliwa wapi, umelelewa kijiji kipi ama kaunti ipi?
My names are Bernard Munyao Amakamba. Yes, I was born at the Hills, Machakos County, More Hills, in a place called Katekakai. Katekakai is a small village near Machakos Tower. Then I went to school there at Katekakai Primary School, is just within my homestead, my village. Then I went to More Hills Secondary School. From there, I didn't stay for a long time. Then I transferred to Itetani High School in Rwamboni. That's where I did my Form 4s.
We want to see this journey. So you finished your high school, and then after finishing your high school, you joined maybe technical back then, ama college, ama what happened in between before you joining?
No, immediately after my schooling, that is 1993, yes, I did my Form 4. Then I stayed out for 1 year. I was doing manual jobs, playing guitar in my church, and it was for fun because I wasn't saved by that time. It's just for fun. I was a guitarist. I knew to play guitar. So After about 6-7 months, there was a recruitment. I heard about recruitment in the Kenya police. So it was, why don't I go and try it? Then I tried it and I was employed. The following year, 1994, I joined General Service Unit Training School in Ambakasi in 1994, and I trained for the initial course, that is called the recruit course, from 1994 up to early 1995. That's when now I finished my initial course and I was posted at the General Service Unit Training School, at the school, as an instructor and as a librarian. I was need jobs there in the camp. I trained as a librarian in the General Service Unit for many years, about from that time until 2006. That is the time when I joined the Kenya Police Band.
Let's go back a bit. Uli join the General Service Unit for your training. Watu wengi wanasema au mtu hawezi pata kazi ya polisi bila hongo, bila bribe. Maybe you can tell the people your experience when you went to the grounds, venye kulienda, and how you managed now to become a recruit.
A lot of people ask, can I really get this job? Can I go to the interview and pass? Just like that, I do. I tell you guys, it is true. Because I went to Kenyatta Stadium in Machakos town, in the recruitment day. And the recruiting officer, I know him, Mr. Kamito Alex. Mr. Kamito Alex was the recruiting officer, and today he is an MCA of Talawad in Machakos County. That man saw me the line, and I did everything. My credentials, I had passed, I had a C minus in my form 4, and that was the minimum requirement by that time. I had passed my English, and the other thing, I was tall, I was strong, I had the C's, just like everyone.
I had all the physics.
Yes, the physics, I had them. And then to the stadium about 3 laps, and I was among the top 10. And here, I was given a D number, but that time a D number, it was wow. At least they called my mother was around there, and my elder brother is late, rest in peace now. And then we ran all over. It was fun. And I joined the training school the following week. It was fun. And I trained without much ado, without giving nothing I gave. It was God.
You knew nothing. It was all about God.
It was all about God. It was a journey that God had prepared for me. And I thank the Lord because it was a plan for Him. When we had a reason. He had a reason for that. And I know none of you there outside don't think God is not yet done with you. As long as you have breath in you, she'll tell you, Sister Nora, God will do something in our lives.
Guys, you've heard, wenye mmezoea kusema lazima hongo, lazima kitu kidogo. This is my second guest who is affirming to you that amepata kazi bila hongo, bila kujoana. It's all about God, and if God has purpose for you to be somewhere at a certain time, He surely will make it happen for you. So maybe your experience during training. Kuna watu wanasema training ni ngumu, training iko na challenges. What is a big challenge that you had maybe during your training?
During our time, there were no the so-called modernization of the police force. It was called police force, not a service as it is today. So truly it was tough, and it was manual. It is not now technical and modernized training as it is now. It was very difficult by that time. Training was really hard. In fact, we trained hard so that we may fight easy. That was the mood, and that was the motto of the General Service Unit. We train hard and fight easy. It was hard for us because I remember we were 306 of us. We were very few. So you can imagine, all the instructions were all of us.
Like they can get hold of you.
Yes, they were holding us because we were very few and there were many. So in fact, we went and we had undergone a thorough training. It was hard. I can say, guys, it was difficult by that time. It's not easy. As sometimes these modern courses are not as difficult because of the reforms. They are liberalized. People know their rights. You cannot just tell somebody to do this and this. But by that time, it was manual, I tell you. But thank God we trained, and at the end of the day, here we are, and we graduated and posted. We thank the Lord. I was not injured. I was strong, and I finished the course strong as I started. It was a beautiful journey, a difficult one, but I made it. I thank the Lord.
People think of giving up during the course. What was your motivation? Like, did you at some point feel like giving up, and why was the reason you never gave up, if you ever had that feeling in your mind?
Yes, it's true. During our training, we lost 4 officers. A lawyer in my squad, he was called KK. And this man, really, we were traumatized by this man. And it was, wow, we're gonna die. We thought it was just a matter, a simple matter, but somebody collapsed. We were running up and down a mountain, a training mountain hill called Mount Wambua. Then he all of a sudden collapsed and he was rolling down, down, down. So because we were recruit, we did not even stand to look behind. We just continued running, running. But they had some instructors say that man, that recruit has died. So we were shocked and we were filled with disbelief. So we told our instructor, what next? What happened when somebody dies in course?
Who is going to die next?
Yes. So the next will be us. Oh, so he told us, no, this is just part of the course. So relax and everything will be taken care of. But I tell you truly, it traumatized us. And that man died and he went away. We are sorry for that family. Sorry.
So what gave you hope to continue holding on?
No, after that incident, a senior officer, the chief instructor and the lieutenant came to us. They gave us a beautiful lecture. They encouraged us. They told us that we are soldiers, and soldiers must live like soldiers and die like soldiers. They motivated us and encouraged us. We are strong. Then from that day, we put that behind us and we trained and we completed our course. It was nice.
Wow.
It was nice.
So it was such a cause.
It was
such a journey.
It was a journey, I tell you, sister.
So you said you finished training, you passed out. What was your first station?
My first station, I was posted at D Company. By that time, D Company was at station at Mitimbili station. But I did not go. I did not go because I was a guitarist. So the instructors there told, this man is a good musician, and JC Training School had a band. Not a jazz band, it was just the brass band. So they told the in charge of the band, this guy is a musician, he knows how to play guitar. Why don't you recruit him to the band instead of taking him to other fields? So by that, I was called, come here. We have decided you'll not go out of this company. You have been posted. We shall post you here at the GSU Training School as an instructor. So you'll be part of this band. But because they had no jazz band, I was not training another instrument. So I was posted to the library to become the school librarian. That's where my journey started. Now I went to the library as we awaited for the general service unit to start a new band for the jazz music because I knew to play guitar. So that's how my journey started.
What was your experience like? Instead of going to serve outside, you start with the training school. How was the experience for you?
It was nice. It was nice because most of the instructors, I had built a bond with them because I was active when I was in training. In fact, I was a stick man. So I had that.
Maybe you explain to the lay people outside there who a stick man is, because
a stick man is a recruit who stands out in the academic area or the drill area or the shooting, is good at shooting. Become
it's a one who has a certain achievement before they pass out.
Yes, exactly. During the training, there are examinations, there are a lot of competition in between those. So when you stand out, you are called a stickman.
You stand a chance.
You gave a chance to become a stickman. I was good at drills, so I was marching good. And the instructor knew me. I was fan of them. I was singing because I had the passion of singing. I played the guitar. So the rhythm man is disciplined. So I was chosen as a stickman. Then I was awarded by the then Minister Jackson Kaleo. It was 1995. I don't know, most of you guys who are watching here, I don't know whether you were born. Jackson Kaleo was the Minister for Internal Affairs of the country by that time. He awarded me a cane of honor. That's what these stickmen were awarded by that time. A cane of honor. And I was grateful. And then it motivated me that I can go further, I can do greater things in life. And I was a young boy, green now, from college.
Okay, maybe when you grew up, did you becoming a police officer your ambition, or is something that just cropped up? Or when you grew up, you were admiring the police officers and you wanted to be one, ama ni kitu tu ilitokelezea ukasema wacha nijaribu?
My sister was a cop and my elder brother was a cop. They motivated me very much. And I admired the way They were doing things. I looked at their photos. I said, wow, why can't I be a policeman? And my cousins were also police officers. They encouraged me. Said I had got that motivation to be a police officer. And I told them, I want to join the police force. I want to serve my people. I want to serve Kenyans. I admire the way they do their job. The traffic police officers at the roads, the Kenya Army during parades. I was seeing parades marching past. Hey, it was like I want to be like them. And when I had the chance that was general service, it was wow. Now this is now the team.
So you always admired the military at large.
Yes, and I admired movies of the military. So it was inborn. Wow. It was not something that was forced at me. It was inborn. I had that feeling that I want to become a police officer.
So how long was your stay in the general service unit college, and which was your next station, and how did it happen?
Oh yes, I've told you that I was a guitarist. So the general service unit by that time I did not band. That is a dance band, a jazz band. That is it. So I had to do my duties at the school library. So I performed duties at the library as we awaited for the general service unit, the band section, to start a new jazz band. Then it came. I stayed there for around from 1995 after my passing out parade. Then on 2004, that is the time the general service unit started a dance band. So we started this dance band. It was in the initial stages, but it was not a big one. So I overcame from the presidential escort unit jazz band, and they were recruiting officers from the field who had the skills, the talent, and the motivation to play in that band. And I was there. I had met those guys earlier. They had been coming to GSU training school during past parades, rehearsals. So I had interacted with them, and they knew that I was a good guitarist. So when that overcame, their boss called me and told me, we are looking for you. We have to take you to our unit. I was happy. Yes, I told them I'm ready. And then, true to their story, the signal came. And then I was posted to the presidential escort unit band 2006. That is the time I joined the presidential escort unit. That way I'm serving even right now.
Wow.
It was a journey. It was a chance to showcase my prowess in guitars. And I was happy.
And you're doing it until today.
Yeah, I'm doing it now with passion, my sister.
Wow, that is beautiful. So you talk so much about work, and I've heard that you're a married man, a family man. Maybe you just let us know, let's go back. Before you got married, how did it happen? How did you meet your wife? And I get to understand that your wife is a civilian.
Yeah.
Na kunakuwa na hiyo msisimko ya cops are like this, cop men are like this. So how did you meet your wife, and ulimuingiza aje box? Ama relationship life yako ilikuwa aje?
Guys, I'm a family man. I'm married to one wife, as guy says. Redemptors, I love you. And I have 4 beautiful kids. I have 3 beautiful girls and 1 son. I've been married for the last 20 years.
Wow.
Yes, I met my wife 1998. By that time I was still in GSU training school. After my graduation, I was going home, doing things there. So I went to Machakos town. There was the show. This is the Machakos show. So there's this girl who was selling ice creams. And it was like, these girls look cool and beautiful. And still, I gave myself courage like a man and introduced myself to her. Hey, I'm so and so. Can I take some ice creams from you? And that's how the journey started. We became friends. We dated. And from there,
how long did you date before, or how long did you court before getting married to each other?
This, we courted for around, from 98, we courted for around 3 years. Then we were married 2002.
Wow.
So those are many years. So I knew that lady, and she was ready for marriage. I introduced her to my parents, and then the journey started.
Before meeting her, had you had any other relationship before?
No, arguably no.
So that was your first love.
That was my first love.
Wife.
Yes, I can test you. Apart from other 2, girls am high and high,
Just
but
passing
girls
time,
loving,
just- yeah.
wasting time, not a serious relationship.
Okay.
But for a serious relationship, that was my first love.
Wow,
And
so
now,
you married your
and
first
so
love.
I married my first love. To be sincere, that was my first love. It was fun. I even remember her today. Can you remember the journey? I thank the Lord. It's been a good journey.
How was her reaction, like the way people react towards uniformed officers in terms of relationships, marriages, and everything? Was she like looking forward to date a uniformed officer, or aliingiana na kila kitu venye mlianza?
It was a challenge when I introduced myself to her first. And I told her that I'm a soldier in the General Service Unit. So, these guys, you are rough. You like fighting. Well, no. That is just a misconception. We are brothers, we are sisters. We are just like another man outside there. So, she was apprehensive at the first time, but through talkings and outings, she accepted me. And in fact, she liked it. When I told her that I am from the General Service Unit, I wear red berets. These guys, they said, the guys wear red berets. Yes, I thought I'm one of them. And then, guys want to win a lot of bonus points.
Yeah.
Get to see this, we are tough. We don't joke with guys. We are bad guys. But that's the talks. And she understood me, and she became part of my life. And God has blessed us with those children. I've told you, they are doing fine.
Shout out to your kids before tuendelee. Can you shout out to them?
Mwende, my firstborn daughter, Metoka University. Wow. God bless you. Vivian Duku, Loreto Girls High School, Limuru. Keep it up, my boys. Esther, my second last born. She's in Kimua Primary School. Jevan, the man of the house, the young boy. Keep it up. Kimua Primary School, third grader. Keep it up, guys.
So say that you have experience in marriage. Maybe if you can just share with people like the challenges you've had as a uniformed officer. Maybe for your case, you haven't moved many places. Kama venye watu wanapata transfer after 3 years, after 5 years. But what has been your challenge in the marriage of long distance relationship? Because maybe mama anafanya kwingine, unafanya kwingine. Yeah, and how have you been coping up with the challenges until these 20 years?
Marriage is not something easy. It's a hard decision. Marriages are institutions that should be respected very much. And I thank the Lord I haven't got so much challenges in my life. So much. Escaped the normal challenges that misunderstanding there and there. Because the moment I married my wife, she automatically became part of me. And I told her that we are officers and we move around, we go around to interact with civilians so much. So she was prepared for everything. I had prepared her psychologically and told her, people say that police officers love women. They don't know, no. In my case, I was principled and told her, I will stand by you. So these challenges of marriage are really hard. It becomes a challenge. If you cannot stand out, marry when you are ready and marry when you are mature, because marriage is a lifetime commitment. If you make a mistake, it will cost you. So I want to encourage guys there outside, if you are really serious in your marriage, sit down. Marriages are made in heaven and by God. Take them serious, because the institutions that should be taken care of, they are ordained by God. So I have passed these challenges like other guys, but I can't say they have been so much serious, because I've handled them. Just the normal misunderstanding. The Lord has been there for us. There's been challenges, but I'm still moving.
Maybe if you can just name one outstanding challenge, as much as they haven't been so many. Maybe there is just this one challenge that maybe you faced or that has been existing in the marriage, and how you've been able to tackle it. Just one of them.
Oh, in my own marriage, as an example, yes. By that time, before I was transformed, I was a drunkard. Yes, I used to drink a lot. And it was like, every time I drink, we could fight even with my wife. Sometimes we could fight and break everything in that house. And then neighbors would say, what's happening with this young girl? My wife by that time was young. And people would say, why don't you go? I can hear you shouting at the staircase. Come on, get out, that marriage, go. So it almost took me to depression. It almost, because I was out. And by the way she went, I was left alone for about a year. Said I was drinking silly. Hi. By that time, we had one daughter. So she went away with her. So I was alone in the house, like what is happening here? I'm alone here. I become the laughing stock of the family, you know. Now the Amethyst is human, we have taken there now, he's rotten. She has chased her wife away. Now Lucy, she's like, now life has taken another toll in my life. By the way, it was challenging.
Okay.
Then that was a biggest challenge.
Now the solution was you stopping to drink.
Yes, not only stopping, I pretended. No, that time I called my sisters and my uncles, and it was like, let's go to my wife's place, and I had to explain to them, my in-laws, that it wasn't my wish, and I was drunk. So an agreement was made. We went to my in-laws, and I talked to them. In fact, I was really sorry. I saw my wife cry because she had given all to this marriage. She was young. It was I was really sorry, and that was challenge. Everybody in the village was talking about me, how this marriage won't last because of fightings. But I apologized to her, and I felt that urge to be responsible for marriage, and I thank the Lord.
Maybe what memories, best moments, because people outside here, they are becoming very scared of getting married. They are becoming scared of responsibilities. They are becoming scared of being a father, being a mother, because of the so-called the modern generation that is not ready to settle down, not ready to commit. Maybe you can just give one of your best memories to encourage someone there who wants.
Marriage is very rewarding if you marry the right person for you. If you marry the right person, marriage is very encouraging. Marriage is very fulfilling because it's part of you. When God created this institution, He knew. That's why the Bible says, a man shall depart from his own parents, and he shall join his husband, and these two shall become one. The wife is part of you. I have experienced so many fun with my wife. We have gone to vacations. We have every man can father a child, but it takes more than a man to be a dad. Everybody can father, but to be a dad is more than a responsibility. I'm very proud of my children. I take care of them because they are part of me, and we really enjoy this marriage. It is blessing because of love and understanding. I want to encourage guys, their marriages do work. If you really understand and if you really commit yourself to that marriage, take your partner serious and know your boundaries, because women have feelings too. They are known, but although sarcastically is the weak vessel. So you protect them. They want a man who can take care of them. Women know everything about a man. So if you're really serious about them, because when they mean to love you, they will love you. If they mean to go astray, hell has no fury like a woman's scorn. Take care of them, and you will go far, guys. I tell you, women are good. I'm really enjoying my marriage because I have understood how to take care of our feelings, how to take care of our needs, and surely we are really enjoying. Thank the Lord.
You said about marriage is rewarding if you marry the right person. So maybe if you can tell us how did you know this is the right person for you? Maybe when you were dating or from the time you met her. How did you? What are these signs? What are these signals that made you feel like this is the right person? I shouldn't look anywhere else.
Thank you. The challenge is this lady who stood. I can remember sometimes I could come home drunk and there was no money. I could sometimes drink the entire salary during the end months, get the pay, go to clubs, clubbing, music, and I came late or very in the morning, no shilling in my pocket. And she's there, we look at each other, and drunk, and there's no money. And imagine out of courage. And we had a daughter at that time. She goes out. I don't know, she from the network of her friends. Sometimes, and talked with her brothers were in time at that time, and they were really supporting her. She did not go away. So she was toiling out of that, and all of these humiliations from me, she didn't go.
Okay.
She supported me. With that, she loved me. I said, from this, and I'm going through all these things, but she's not going away.
She's the right person.
She's later said, this woman had something in me. Out of this, she could love me. Even in my lowest moments, she loved me. Surely, this woman was meant for me. Then I realized that later. Surely, this woman was meant for me. She stood by me. And we knew from the word go. And this is the woman.
I hope one day we'll bring her to this channel so that
she'll come and tell you.
ataambia watu venye tulienda.
Yes.
Okay, maybe if I just ask you, you are a uniformed officer, you are proud to be one, and you've served all those years. Maybe for your kids, would you want any one of them to take after you?
It's a challenge. I've been talking to them. I've been doing tete-a-tete with them at home. They are beautiful girls, and this man. It is like only 2 of them want to join the forces. Others want to pursue different careers. It's good. I want to give them a chance to pursue what their hearts.
The freedom.
I will not force them. But for these 2 wants to join me, when the chance comes, then it's no problem. They are welcome and serve with them. Even I can work with them at the same station.
Wow.
No problem with that.
Okay, you mentioned about pombe kidogo imwage unga kwa marriage.
Yeah.
So I would really like us to major on that, because drug abuse, substance abuse, all those things have become part and parcel of problems for people in organizations, not only in the National Police Service, but even in other organizations. You find